We're going to begin our practice seated comfortably at the top of our mats. Sitting tall, your hands are resting on your knees. Face is relaxed. You may close your eyes if you wish. We're going to begin to connect with our breath. So I want you to take a nice deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. With each inhale, I want you to feel your belly rise, and with each exhale, your belly will fall. I want you to stay connected to your breath throughout your entire practice. We're going to move into a twist. So bring your left hand to your right knee and place your right hand at the base of your spine. Inhale, grow nice and tall. And exhale, twist to look over that right shoulder. Nice deep inhales through your nose, growing nice and tall. And exhale through your nose, twisting a little further over that right shoulder. Really feeling the twist in your spine. Nice deep inhale, back to center. And exhale. We'll take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Move on to the other side. So we can take your right hand to your left knee. Left hand goes at the base of your spine. Inhale to grow tall, and exhale to look over that left shoulder. Nice deep inhales. And exhale. Really enjoying this twist. Inhale. And exhale. One more nice deep inhale. And on your exhale, we'll look back to center. Sitting nice and tall. Take another nice deep inhale here. And exhale, we're going to grab onto our feet and roll onto tabletop, onto all fours. Your hands are in line with your shoulders. The creases of your wrists are facing the short end of your mat. Your knees are beneath your hips. Gaze is at your thumbs. We're going to move into cat-cow. So I want you to inhale, let your belly fall through the earth and look up at the sky. Exhale, let your spine round, gazes at your knees. Inhale, belly falls, look up. And exhale, spine rounds, look at your knees. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, looking up at the sky. And exhale, feeling that spine round, looking at your knees. Inhale, belly falls, gaze is upward. And exhale, spine rounds. We're going to inhale back to neutral position. Bringing your toes together, knees at the sides of your mat. Sit back into your heels, allowing your forehead to rest on your mat. Arms are engaged, outstretched in front of you. We're going to take a couple nice deep breaths here. Nice deep inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Feeling your belly rise and fall with each inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And your next inhale, I want you to bring your gaze to your hands. We're going to come into our hands and knees. I want you to tuck your toes. We're going to push back into our first downward dog. So your arms are shoulder width apart, fingers spread nice and wide. Hips are high in the sky, gazes at your shins. Slowly, we're going to take baby steps to the top of our mat. And just rest in a forward fold here, allowing your head to be heavy. Gaze is at your knees. Slowly we're going to start to roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae, allowing our head to be the very last. Once up, give a shoulder roll, and we're going to come into a mountain pose. Shoulders are down your back, nice and strong. Feet are about hip width apart. With a nice strong line of energy coming from the earth all the way up your spine through the crown of your head. I'm going to take a couple nice deep breaths here. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Moving into half moon, we're going to inhale our arms up, bring our hands together, extending our index finger, and exhale, we're going to fall to the right. Our biceps are up by our ears, our shoulders are down our back, feet are about hip width apart, feeling a nice stretch in the left hand side of our body. We're going to inhale back to center, exhale, arms down. Do a nice little shoulder roll. And we're going to inhale those arms back up, extending the index finger. And we're going to exhale to the left. Remembering that our biceps are by our ears, keeping those shoulders down our back. Feeling a nice stretch in the right hand side of our body. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, we're going to come back to center and exhale those hands down. Roll your shoulders back, and let's do that again. Inhale your arms up, palms together, grow nice and tall at your torso, and exhale over to the right. Index fingers extended, biceps are by ears, shoulders are down your back. Inhale, and exhale. And we're going to inhale back to center and exhale your arms down by your side. Inhale your arms up, palms together, and exhale over to the left. Feet are about hip width apart. Really feel that nice stretch on the right hand side of your body. Inhale back to center, and exhale, hands down by your side. We're going to inhale arms to shoulder height, and exhale, bring your palms to heart center. If there are any blockages or tightness, send breath to these areas. Nice deep inhale. And exhale into a forward fold, letting your arms hang loose and your head be heavy. Your gaze is at your shins, a micro bend in your knees. And we're going to inhale, back up, and exhale. Nice deep inhale, and exhale, back down into a forward fold. Crown of your head is toward the earth. And we're going to inhale, back up, hands to heart center. Moving on to half sun salutations. We're going to inhale our arms up. Nice deep inhale, looking up at those thumbs, and exhale into a forward fold to your chest to thighs. We're going to inhale to a flat back, so your hands are to your shins and your gaze is at the earth, and exhale back into a forward fold. And inhale all the way back up, looking up at your thumbs, and exhale, bringing your hands down through heart center. And we're going to do that again, so work through your breath. Inhale your arms all the way up. And exhale into a forward fold. And inhale into a flat back, so hands to shins, looking down at the earth. Exhale into a forward fold. And inhale those arms all the way back up. Bring your hands down through heart center. Moving on to our full sun salutations. We're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale into a flat back, so hands to shins, your shoulders are down your back. Exhale back into a forward fold, planting both your hands on either side of your feet. You can bend your knees if you need to. We're going to step back with our right foot and then the left, so we're in plank pose, which is like a top of a push-up. And we're going to lower ourselves down to our mats, onto our stomachs, and push up into cobra pose. And exhale back down to your mat. To curl your toes, we're going to inhale into a downward dog. Nice and high in the sky, your shoulders are away from your ears, fingers spread nice and strong. We're going to take baby steps to the top of our mat on a forward fold. You can bend your knees if you wish. We're going to inhale our arms all the way back up and exhale down through heart center. We're going to do this again, working with our breath. So inhale your arms up, looking up at those thumbs. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, planting both your hands on either side of your feet. We're going to step back with the right foot and then the left. So we're back into our plank position, top of a push-up. And you're going to lower yourself all the way down to your mat. So you're on your stomach. You're going to inhale into a cobra pose and exhale back down to your mat, curling your toes, pushing back into a downward dog. Slowly start to take baby steps back to the top of your mat, hanging in a forward fold. Inhale your arms up, bringing your hands together. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Standing at the top of our mats, we're going to move into Warrior Two. Take a big step back with your right leg, keeping that right foot at a 45-degree angle. The toes of your left foot are pointing straight ahead. Inhale your arms up, and exhale, bend into that left knee, making sure your knee is stacked over your ankle. Back to the top of our mats, and we're going to do that on the other side. So take a big step back with your left leg, keeping your left toes at a 45-degree angle, and your right toes are straight ahead. Inhale your arms up, and exhale, bending into that right knee. Again, making sure your knee is stacked over the ankle. Back to the top of our mats. Moving on to triangle pose. Step back with your right leg, keeping your right toes at a 45-degree angle. Your left leg is straight, toes are pointing ahead. I want you to inhale your arms up and begin to reach forward with your left arm. Exhale, lowering your left hand down to your left leg, along your calf, your thigh, or wherever is comfortable for you. Your gaze could be up at your right hand or down at your mat. We're going to inhale our arms back up and step back to the top of our mats. We're going to move on to our other side. So step back with that left leg. This time the right leg is straight, and we're going to inhale those arms up, reaching forward with your right hand, And exhale, lowering that right hand down to your right leg or wherever is comfortable for you. Really feel that nice stretch on the side of the body. And we're going to inhale our arms back up and step back to the top of our mats, bringing our hands to heart center. Take a moment here to connect with your breath. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. We're going to move on to pyramid pose. So take a smaller step back with your right leg. Your left leg is straight. You can inhale your hands to your hips to make sure your hips are facing forward, or you can inhale your arms all the way up, and exhale, we're going to forward fold over that front left leg. You may bend your knee to place both hands on either side of your left foot, bringing your forehead to meet your knee. And we're going to inhale our hands back to our hips and step back to the top of our mats, bringing your hands to heart center. Moving on to our left side, taking a smaller step back with your left leg, bringing your hands to your hips to make sure your hips are facing forward, and inhale your arms up, bringing hands together, and exhale, forward fold over that right leg, bending your knees to place your hands on either side of that right foot, and bringing your forehead to meet your knee. Remembering to breathe deeply, connecting with your breath. We're going to inhale our hands back to our hips and bring that left foot back to the top of our mats, bringing our hands to heart center. Take a few deep breaths at the top of your mat. We're going to come into a balancing pose. Tree. When you're ready, shift your weight into your left leg. Feeling nice and grounded in this leg, take your right foot and rest it either on your left ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Anywhere but the knee. Feeling balanced, inhale your hands to heart center, staying here if you wish, or you may grow your tree. Really feel strength in this pose, keeping your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a few deep breaths here. And when you're ready, exhale your hands back down through heart center, and we'll do it on the other side. So shift your weight into your right leg, bringing that left foot to either your right ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Inhaling your hands to heart center, staying here, or growing your tree. We'll take a few breaths here, and when you're ready, exhale your hands back down through heart center. Standing at the top of your mat, we're going to sit back into chair pose. Make sure your knees are stacked over your ankles. You may even want to look down to make sure you can see your toes. Your weight is in your heels. When you're ready, inhale your arms up, keeping your biceps by your ears, shoulders down your back. Take a few breaths here. We're going to exhale into a forward fold and flow through a half sun salutation. So inhale to a flat back, exhale, forward fold, and inhale, arms all the way up, bringing your hands down through heart center. Take a moment here to connect with your breath. You may close your eyes if you wish. going to inhale our arms all the way up, looking up at those thumbs. And exhale into a forward fold, letting your head be heavy. And inhale into a flat back, hands to shins. And exhale back into a forward fold, placing both your hands on either side of your feet and stepping back into plank pose, top of a push-up. I want you to lower your knees to your mat, placing them on the outer edges of your mat, and sit back into a child's pose, letting your hips be heavy onto your ankles. Your forehead is resting on the mat, and your arms are stretched out in front of you. Take a few deep breaths here. When you're ready, I want you to look up at your hands, and we're going to move into Cobra Pose. So stomach is on the mat, hands are underneath shoulders. We're going to inhale, lifting our chest, gaze is up, and exhale, lowering ourselves back to our mats. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lifting your chest, gaze is at the sky, and exhale, lowering back down to your mat. 1 more time. Inhale, looking up, and exhale, lowering yourself back to your mat and pushing yourself back into a child's pose. Taking a few breaths in child's pose. We're going to inhale into our hands and knees, and exhale, sitting back into our mats, stretching our legs out in front of us. Sitting up nice and tall, your legs are engaged, toes are pointing towards the sky, shoulders are down your back, away from your ears. Take a nice deep inhale, and on your exhale, we're going to move into a seated forward fold. So letting your chest be heavy towards your thighs, placing your hands wherever it's comfortable, whether it be on either side of your thighs, on your shins, or at your feet. Take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to sit back up. Inhale, growing nice and tall. And exhale, back into a seated forward fold. Take a few nice deep breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale and slowly come back up. And shake it out. I want you to keep your left leg outstretched in front of you. Draw your right foot as high up onto your left inner thigh as possible. Your left leg is engaged, so toes are pointing towards the sky. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Take a deep inhale and exhale to fold over that left leg. Your hands can be on either side of your thigh, at your shins, or at your foot, whatever's most comfortable. You want to try and draw your forehead to your knee. You may bend your knee to do so. When you're ready, we're going to inhale back into a seated position, sitting tall, and we're going to exhale back over that left leg. Take a few deep breaths here. Slowly, we're going to inhale back up, and we're going to switch legs. So stretch that right leg out in front of you, drawing your left foot as far up to the inner right thigh as possible. Right leg is engaged, so toes are pointed towards the sky. Sitting nice and tall. Take a deep inhale and exhale to fold over that right leg. Bending your knee to meet your forehead. Placing your hands where comfortable. We're going to slowly inhale back into a seated position. deep breath, and exhale to fold back over that right leg. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears and really grow deeper with each breath. And when you're ready, I'm going to slowly inhale back into a seated position, stretching both those legs out in front of us and shaking it out. Nice and tall, feeling your spine lengthen. And exhale to look over that left shoulder. If your foot is by your outer thigh, place your right elbow on the inside of your right knee. Take a few deep breaths here. And when you're ready, I want you to inhale back to center and exhale, release the right leg. And we'll switch to the other side. So your right leg is stretched out in front of you. Your left leg can be drawn into your chest, can be on the outer side of your right thigh, or stretched out in front of you. And when you're ready, you're going to grow nice and tall, feeling your spine lengthen. And you're going to exhale to look over that right shoulder. Take a few deep breaths here. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale back to center and exhale to lower that right leg. Seated at the top of our mats, we're going to inhale our arms up to shoulder height, palms are facing each other, and slowly start to roll back, vertebrae by vertebrae, until we're lying down on our mats, coming into relaxation pose. Place your hands on your stomach and feel it rise with each inhale and fall with each exhale. When you're ready, allow your arms to fall out to the sides. Palms are facing the sky. Legs are about mat width apart. Feet are splayed out to the sides. Eyes are closed. Chin is slightly dropped to lengthen the neck. Your body is relaxed. Relaxation pose is one of the most important poses of yoga. It allows for your body to take in all the hard work it's just done for the past 40 minutes. Completely surrender your body's weight to gravity. Completely let go. Feel your body relax, starting at your toes, moving through your ankles and your calves. Nice and heavy onto the mat. Going through your knees, your thighs, and hips, your back. Nice and relaxed. Your arms, shoulders, neck, and head. Heavy into the mat. Not thinking of what you have to do afterwards or what's gone on before. Just be here, now. This is your time. Still connected to your breath, feeling your belly rise with each inhale and fall with each exhale. Body is completely relaxed. Slowly, we're going to start to wiggle our fingers and our toes, waking up the body. You can circle your wrists and your ankles. When you're ready, slowly roll onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. We're going to take a few breaths here. slowly going to start to make our way up to a seated position at the top of our mats. And keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart center and thank yourself for taking this time to come to your mat. And thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice. Namaste.